Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is News Now at noon. This is WNY News Now with live breaking news.
Thanks for joining us for News Now at noon. Emergency crews, including a hazmat team, have responded to a tractor-trailer rollover crash that's happened on I-86 on the rest stop area this morning. It is on an on-ramp to I-86 coming from the rest stop. Now, County Dispatch says right now a tech rescue team is working to get the driver of that semi out of the semi. You see pictures here from New York State Police sent to us just moments ago. The semi is off in a ditch. They are working to get the person to safety. A doctor and helicopter were also dispatched to that area. Let me just open up my messenger here because we just got more information from police right now. So the driver's arm is reportedly pinned into the truck. That's according to New York State Police. We will, of course, update this story for you as we learn more at WNYNewsNow.com. Thanks so much for joining us here for News Now at noon. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Now at noon, accused area arsonist Jonathan Young will have a hearing to discuss the legality of statements made towards police.
And a Town of Leon teen is in the hospital with serious injuries following a car versus buggy accident yesterday. We'll tell you about that in just a bit. But first, we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by in the First Defense Weather Center. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and hopefully I didn't break my clicker. I just dropped it. But anyway, it is Thursday. We're getting close to the weekend, and of course, we are talking about the potential for some lake effect snow over the weekend. 48 degrees was the high yesterday. 35 was the low this morning. And again, the sunrise time is going to come up at 7 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. So again, that time change really playing things with our mind. And when it comes to the temperatures, it is colder out there than it was yesterday. It's 6 degrees colder right now than it was at noon hour in Jamestown, 5 degrees colder in Dunkirk, and 7 degrees colder in Olean. So it's definitely a lot colder, and the colder air will continue. As we take a look at First Defense Doppler, we've really had just a few little speckles returning, but otherwise not a whole lot. And the day today is going to be dry today for the most part. Let's show that to you here hour by hour. And you can see here there is a 20% chance of a rain shower, but then it will start to dip off here as we go throughout the day. And temperatures will struggle to make it to hit 40. I think we'll be stuck in the 30s all day. We'll talk about the snow that comes tomorrow, plus lake effect over the weekend. We'll time it out with that Quick Solution 7-day later on in the show. Jay and Matt.
Dakota, thank you, sir. Jonathan Young, the 20-year-old area man accused of setting numerous fires in the Jamestown and Faulkner area, will have a hearing later this month to discuss the legality of statements made towards police. A court clerk tells WNY News Now that Young will have what's called a Huntley hearing on November 28th in Chautauqua County Court. Young's trial is scheduled to begin on January 22nd. When reached this morning, District Attorney Patrick Swanson declined to comment as the case is ongoing. WNY News Now also has a call placed into the Public Defender's Office.
And a 16-year-old Cattaraugus County teen is enlisted in serious condition at ECMC Hospital in Buffalo following a car versus buggy crash yesterday on Route 62 in the town of Leon. State police say the teen backed his buggy out of a driveway and then attempted to travel south. And that's when 23-year-old Gowanda woman Bridget Loeb struck the buggy with her vehicle. The teen was ejected from the buggy while Loeb's vehicle continued north before coming to a rest in the roadway. Loeb was treated for injuries and released from Brooks Memorial Hospital. State police say no charges were filed in this case.
The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office reports a Brockton man called the Community Bank after-hour number and issued threats towards the Dunkirk Community Bank. 47-year-old Patrick Castile was issued an appearance ticket for second-degree aggravated harassment. He'll appear in town of Dunkirk court later this month.
A Jamestown man allegedly prevented a woman from calling the cops during a domestic dispute. That happened on Wednesday morning. City police say this man, 22-year-old Alex Peru, also damaged property belonging to the woman. Peru was charged with 2 counts of criminal mischief. He was taken to city jail and awaits arraignment.
And Justin, I want to go back to the Jonathan Young story from earlier. We don't know for certain what exactly Young did or didn't say to the police, but we know something must be called into the question if they're having this hearing.
And, this, as we explained a little bit earlier at the top, or for people who are just joining us, this hearing is to take a look at evidence, correct, in the case?
Well, specifically statements. There's different types of hearings to suppress evidence. In this particular case, a Huntley hearing is a hearing where they discuss possibly suppressing statements that are made by a defendant to the police. What those statements are, we don't know exactly.
So this is what Young would have told the police when he was in their custody, or while being interviewed by them.
It could have been while being interviewed.
Okay.
There's so many different things it could be. So it'll be interesting to see. I'll be there that morning, and we'll hear more.
And then, a lot of people obviously were looking at this footage from that fateful night in the city of Jamestown where Young's alleged to have set a number of fires, including the one in the village of Falconer that happened earlier that month. And this case, Matt, is so very, I don't want to use the word controversial, but just everyone is so tuned into this, so very watched, that I'm sure prosecutors are being very careful with how they move forward.
You're right about that, and it's why we've seen in general, District Attorney Patrick Swanson, there's some district attorneys out there that they'll comment as the case goes along.
Right.
There's others like District Attorney Swanson who kind of hold back,
right,
especially because you don't want to slip up publicly.
Right,
so,
exactly. They want to get justice for the victims, at the same time want to be fair to the accused as well in any sense. Matt, you'll be there that day at the hearing?
Absolutely.
Awesome. We'll keep watching it here on WNYNewsNow.com. Next here, a woman is facing charges after taking over $1,000 in merchandise from the mall. We'll tell you specifically what and where she stole, allegedly.
I like that catch. And speaking of allegedly, later on, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter with details on this alleged weekend's lake effect snow right after this.
Yes. The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, enter their 30-day challenge, where for only $69, you get 30 days of unlimited everything. That's right, everything, along with 2 one-on-one personal training. Lose 10 pounds, you'll get the next month free. Plus, the first place winner will get 2 Buffalo Bills tickets or a $100 gift card. Details right now on the Fitness Bunker's Facebook page. Keep your car running smooth this winter at Express Bike and Auto, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension, right here in Jamestown. They're your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Looking for a new ride? Express Bike and Auto even sells vehicles. And guess what? Financing is available. What are you waiting for? Visit Express Bike and Auto at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension today. There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
This is WNY News Now with live breaking news. And welcome back to News Now at noon. Wanted to just update you on
a pretty serious rollover crash. It's along the I-86 on-ramp from the Chautauqua County Visitors Bureau. You see on their scene, that's the Ellery Overlook off the expressway if you're heading eastbound towards the city of Jamestown from the Chautauqua Lake Bridge. Images from New York State Police on scene show the truck roll over in a ditch. State Police telling us that right now the driver's arm is pinned. The Chautauqua County Tech Rescue Team's on scene right now. Prayers to them as they try to get this person out of the truck. Dispatch telling us that a helicopter was also dispatched. Not confirmed if that is Starflight, but we did hear the chopper fly over our offices earlier, so looking to be that. And then also they have hazmat on scene as well there. Not quite sure what the truck is hauling yet. We will, of course, bring updates to you on WNYNewsNow.com as the day goes on.
A Jamestown woman is facing charges after she allegedly stole more than $1,500 of merchandise from the Route 21 to Old Navy, both located in the Chautauqua Mall, and that was Tuesday afternoon. Lakewood Bus-Stop police say 33-year-old Ashley Gorton is charged. Most of the items reportedly can't be resold. In addition, Gorton allegedly possessed a hypodermic needle. She was arrested and charged and arraigned in the town of Bus-Stop court before being remanded to Chautauqua County Jail.
And a pair of new rules may weaken Obamacare's controversial contraceptive mandate. The rules, first issued last year on an interim basis, were made official yesterday by the Department of Health and Human Services. Those rules allow a number of employees, including nonprofits and small businesses, to stop offering contraceptives through their health insurance plan if they object for any religious or moral reasons. Now, officials say the new rules should affect around 200 employers who have such obligations, adding that government programs that provide free or subsidized contraceptive coverage to low-income women will continue.
Jamestown High School seniors Josh McIntyre and Sophia Isabella recently won first and second place in the local VFW Voice of Democracy speech contest. Students' speeches revolved around the topic, Why My Vote Matters. Josh and Sophia completed the speech as part of Barbie Price's JCC college-level public speaking class. Both said they were thrilled for an opportunity to examine the importance of voting, and the competition helped with their public speaking skills. Both Josh and Sophia's Voice of Democracy speech entries will be sent to the next VFW level to be judged.
That's pretty cool, just coming off of Election Day yesterday. Sometimes you don't even think about necessarily the younger voters or people who maybe are just turning 18 in high school who think to themselves, how do I get involved? And that's certainly a great way to enhance your public speaking ability and learn a little more about politics.
Well, and it goes along with the theme, Justin. We saw this with local, national, state elections. The theme is get younger people out to vote.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that now. So really, as the next few years roll on, it'll be interesting to see how many more people come out to vote.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it already, and we're only 2 days past the past election.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So pretty cool. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. We've been talking about it all day. I really want to get to this segment because he's going to tell us when that lake effect snow will hit us.
I can't believe you're eager for that, but I'm eager.
Well, I want to know when it's coming. I'm not eager for the snow.
Well, you know what I'm eager for, and that is Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports after this.
Coming soon to downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern. The full-service restaurant will carry a wide array of craft brews, wines, and food pairings to make your taste buds sing. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, including a Sunday brunch buffet. A truly one-of-a-kind experience coming soon.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back to News Now at Noon. And of course, I've got to be the bearer of bad news when it comes to the weather. But first of all, here's something more tranquil. A beautiful, I'm sorry?
Oh, we're just making sly comments from the peanut.
Okay, all right. I see how it is. Anyway, here's something more tranquil. Jay, you sent this in to me yesterday, but I did not get a chance to put it in the graphics yesterday. So, beautiful sunrise over Randolph yesterday, and thanks for Jay for sending that to us. And if you have any pictures or videos of your own, this is how you send it to us. Facebook and Twitter, HuntersWX is my handle on both platforms. And I mentioned this yesterday, if you're looking for warmth, you got to head west, because no warm temperatures anywhere across much of the continental 48. And this is from the Climate Prediction Center. And I agree with this, that we're going to start getting into some colder air for this time of the year. HD News Now Cam, again, the clouds really just socked in. And that's really going to be the story throughout the day. 36 is the current temp at the Jamestown Airport. Northwest wind to 10. And you take the wind speed and the air temp, got your wind chill at 29 degrees. So it is chillier out there than it was yesterday. So where are we going to top out today? I think most areas will struggle to hit 40. I think the better shot for 40 is going to be right along the Lake Erie shoreline. Look at Erie, maybe about to 43 degrees, but everybody else will likely stay in the upper 30s today. Maybe Randolph may squeeze a 40 out, and maybe once you work up toward Springville, you may also squeak out a 40, but most of us should remain in the 30s. High pressure firmly in control. This is giving us the nice weather, but there is a slight chance for a light lake effect rain or light snow flurry. Won't do anything of the big, won't be anything big, but this is our next system that we're looking at right here. It's now throwing some snow out in Kansas, and this is what we're looking at. This is what's going to be coming our way over the weekend, and that's going to tap the potential of the lake. First Defense Doppler, close in, nothing. We've just seen a few little speckles across Lake Ontario, but they're not producing anything major. So here we go. This is Future Scan. This is the in-house computer model. Nothing for today. Should be nice and dry. Tonight, same story. Now here comes tomorrow. You can see that edge of that system starting to come in, and here we go. Now it starts to get into snow, and this will likely accumulate tomorrow, but the good news is it'll only be in the morning. As we go through the afternoon, the snow changes over to rain, and then that'll continue. Now, to show you the lake effect, I actually got to change the model. So this is a longer range model. You can see the model picking up on that band of lake effect, that little northward jog, and then it looks like it'll settle farther south. This is where we think the highest accumulations will be down in the southern tier. So let's talk about accumulations. This is what we expect through Friday afternoon before it changes over to rain. Probably a good 2 to 3 inches in most spots. Not a huge deal, but it will be accumulating snow, and this is going to be before it changes to rain. Not a huge deal. Now you add the lake effect on top of this, and what we are expecting is probably a general 4 to 6 inches, probably on the highest hilltops, closer to 6. As I often tell you, focus on the lower number, not the highest. Highest number closer on the hills. Everybody else probably about 3 to 4 inches. Of course, lesser amounts once you work north, because the snow band will settle farther south in ski country across the southern tier. So again, this could be our first lake effect storm of the season, and it will also become breezy on Saturday as well. The winds will really kick up, and you can see that here in your future. There it is, 40 degrees tomorrow and 31 Saturday. Potential for that lake effect band, and lake effect snow will continue through early next week, possibly in pockets. Look at next Wednesday, only 30 degrees. Woof. Norm will have sports right after this.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
Happy Thursday, sports fans, and welcome back to News Now at Noon. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tonight at the Physical Education Center, the JCC Jayhawks basketball teams will face off the University of Pittsburgh Titusville teams. The women's basketball team has a 3-0 record, while the men are 2-1. Tip-off for the women's game will be at 5 o'clock. The men's game will start at 7 p.m. The Jamestown Rebels lost 3-2 to the Johnstown Tomahawks last night. Antonio Venuto and Noah Finstrom scored goals for the Rebels. Rebels goalie Ryan Keene saved 17 of 20 shots faced. Carson Briere, son of former Sabre Daniel Briere, had a goal and an assist for Johnstown. The Rebels' next games will be on Friday and Saturday against the Northeast Generals. Puck drop for both games will be at 7:05. Tonight for Thursday Night Football, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the Carolina Panthers. The Steelers are on a 4-game winning streak, while the Panthers have a 5-game winning streak. Kickoff will be at 8:20 on Fox and the NFL Network. Fans can also watch the game on Amazon Prime. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Awesome, Norm. Thank you. Yeah, nice story to end us off here. The Jamestown High School Music Boosters will host a pasta dinner and concert next week. Now, the dinners are around $8, which includes penne pasta with homemade sauce, meatballs, and a side salad. Boy, I am hungry for lunch.
Me too.
Dine-in, takeout, or curbside will also be available. Now, after the dinner, there will be a free concert at 7 o'clock. That's at the Jamestown High School Auditorium. The performances include a I can never say that. Acapella chorus. I can never say acapella when I see it. A mixed chorus, symphonic orchestra, chamber orchestra, concert, full orchestra, symphonic band, and concert band. All are welcome to join that on November 14th from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Jamestown High School cafeteria.
Well, I know where Dakota is going to be.
I hope so. I mean,
got to get that Red Raider chant.
Penne pasta.
I'm Italian, so I love any kind of pasta. So you know.
Me too. It's
Well, is that it?
Just
for us
shove it
today,
in.
Justin? What's
Yeah,
going on?
that's it for us today. We'll keep following that breaking news up in Ellery a little bit later on. Prayers to everybody really there, because that's some serious kind of another look, if we can, control room at that. A pretty serious crash. We'll keep following that. These images by New York State Police. Crews are working to rescue the driver from that truck. But hey, that's going to do it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
LAMFO?
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Oh, God.
LMFAO.
Or whatever.
It's a good tune, right?
I agree.
Yeah, Matt Lake. Woo! We'll see you tomorrow.